So to kind of help create balance and endurance in the hips so that you don't over-rely on certain parts of your body like TFL or your front hip flexor or the IT band that's kind of famous for adding tension down the sides of the legs. All you need to do is try to activate the back half of the hip. This largely comes from us sitting too much and not having balance in our body and then trying to do high intensity exercise or high endurance events without kind of reestablishing that balance of being more in a standing position. Or even for someone like yourself who spends so much time in a seated position, you tend to have more bias towards tension in the front, maybe overstretched, weakened muscles in the back. So to kind of help restore that balance or try to create a little endurance, all you need to do is try to sit back of your hip against the resistance of these bands. This will help kind of key in the back of the hip a little bit. But as a warm-up, you can be in a wide stance and just go in and out slowly with one leg and then the other leg, perhaps 5 to 8 on either side. So you're just trying to work more so on what's happening with the stable leg. Don't worry so much about the movement leg, but the stable leg, you should feel like you're fighting the resistance with the back of the hip. Then you can do both sides, even going in slow and out quick. Once again, you should feel it squeeze in the back of the hips. Then more of a single leg warm-up would be trying to move the foot out to the side or even back behind you in different directions. In truth, you could do any direction you want as long as you feel that you're locked in and you're stable through the stance leg. So this, as you're pushing down through your pedal stroke, this is trying to get the outside of the hip to work with your quad and even your hip extensors. Keep things aligned. As you start to fatigue and go on a long ride, the tendency is going to be to have your knee alignment change a little bit. So endurance at the hip here will help keep things lined up. And then as kind of a challenge when you're off the bike and trying to move around a little bit, you can do either a forward and back pattern like down the length of a hallway, or you can even move in a big square box drill where you try to move in all 4 directions with your knees locked out straight. So you can try going forwards, pushing out to the side, try moving sideways, going backwards, and then to the other side. Same idea with your knees bent, so trying to keep your toes pointed straight, trying to keep your upper body as stable side to side. Same thing, driving sideways, coming in slow, going backwards, wide, or trying to drive to the side, returning the back foot slow. And then of course you can do the same thing with the left foot forward and right foot forward. So this is a little more relatable to what you're doing, having kind of a split stance, but you want your emphasis to be on the front foot, just like you would if you're going through a downstroke on a pedal stroke. So here you can go forward and then unweight the back leg slowly, push out sideways, going backwards, and then of course keep your weight on the front leg as you open up to the side. Make sure you're set here and then slowly unweight the back foot. And then you can do the same exact thing with the right foot forward as well. So 4 different variations between legs straight, knees bent, left foot forward, right foot forward, 4 different directions. So you have 16 different movements, but you should be able to cover your basis on trying to get the hips to work with your quads.